It's okay not to know what to do. I wonder how it feels in your body when I say that. Or if you say those words to yourself. Maybe take a minute, close your eyes, and listen to me say it one more time and give a little attention to how it feels. It's okay not to know what to do. I've been saying this to myself lately and experiencing the inner resistance to that message, taking time to notice what parts of me yell out, no, you must know what to do. It's not okay not to know what to do. It's vitally important that you have complete knowledge and awareness of what is necessary in every given moment. My suspicion is I'm not alone in carrying around that idea. That a lot of us, for whatever reason, carry around this idea that we are tasked with knowledge of what to do, that it's not safe to sit in unknowing, not knowing. And it makes sense that we would carry that around. Our survival has depended in large part on knowing what to do. And all new awareness, insight, creativity, possibility, all newness of all kinds emerges from a place of not knowing. Maybe that sounds obvious, but I wonder if your body is aware of that truth. This compulsion to know what is necessary all the time, to know what we should be doing all the time, to know what is required of us all the time. This impulse to believe that that is what's true, I'm coming to realize is really problematic if we are committed to a new life, a new church, a new way of being that is different from what our current circumstances hold. So much of the biblical story is about the promise of making all things new. And we know that the heart of the biblical story and the heart of the spiritual life is about being made new, being reborn in the spirit, regenerating, growing, evolving. So there's a real tension in us as human beings between this desire on the one hand to always know what's appropriate, always know what to do, what's necessary, and then also this desire to be made new. And what I have really come to discover in my own heart and personal life, personal journey, and the space that I'm feeling called to carve out for others in the work of building the Helen Keller Spiritual Life Collaborative, holding Be Love, Be Honest, Be Useful gatherings, is that need to carve out space in our lives, regular space, consistent opportunities to practice not knowing what to do. In some ways, you could say that all spiritual practice, the heart of all spiritual practice, is that willingness to surrender our need to know what to do and to open up ourselves up to receive insight, wisdom, guidance from a higher source, from God, from the whole, the source of life, spirit. In many ways, carving out space not to know what to do is church. It's making room for there to be a connection between the divine and the human, between this world and the spiritual world where all life enters in. And at its best, cathedrals, prayer services, sanctuaries, meditation circles, at their best, the spaces that people have carved out for worship, holy places, pilgrimages, they're all spaces, they're all ritual spaces that are held with a certain knowing, with either a certain space or a certain practice, so that there's a willingness to enter into those spaces and then to sort of let go all of our identities or demands or ways of thinking how we should be or what we should be doing so that we can make room to receive something new, so that we can just be present in a spirit of not knowing. And sometimes, for those of us, especially who are very involved in the life of a particular church or religious tradition or community, sometimes the trouble can occur when those spaces are so carved out and so formalized and so that we enter into them thinking we do know what's happening. We enter in thinking, oh, and now I'm doing this, and everyone else will do this, and I will read the scripture, and it will mean this. That there can be a temptation sometimes um, to miss that experience of not knowing, of surrender. That actually gaining spiritual knowledge can become a bit of a trap, or really formalizing our rituals can become a bit of a trap because it can let us think that we do know exactly what's going on. And it can get in the way of that deeper experience of surrender and not knowing. I share this message with myself, and I seek to share it with others, particularly within the frame of the new church, of this new church that Emanuel Swedenborg proclaimed was on its way into the world. Because if any community, it seems to me, might be moved by this invitation to not know, I would suggest it could be ours. It should be ours. That if we are really committed to being a new church, if we are really committed to receiving this new life and this new way of being and this new frame of what it means to be human, we really need the unknown. We need spaces where we can be together in the unknown, where we can let go of our compulsion to need to know what to do, and where we can just not have an answer and be willing to hear something new. In some ways, everything is going along swimmingly for the new church because many of the structures that we've created, the denominations and the church buildings and the liturgies and the communities, many of those structures are crumbling. So the attempt we made to try to know what the new church was going to be, it's not working. It's not it's not growing. It's not expanding. It's actually, um, in many ways, breaking apart. And this is a fabulous opportunity because it's inviting us into that deeper reflection about what this new church really might be. It's taking away um, any form or structure or final answer where we could say, ah, yes, the new church is this. There it is. It is done. Nothing more to do. No, friends, there's lots more to do. There's lots more to experience. And I believe God is longing. God and all the angels of the spiritual realm are just longing to bring us new insights and new information and new possibilities to help us knit together new forms of life and community in and through and beyond and between all the structures of the new church that have already been made manifest, to bring about something new. And that newness is going to flow out of each one of us. The new church is primarily in here and inside of you. It's in our willingness to receive. And that receiving will occur when we are willing not to know. So it's okay not to know what to do. And I pray that you are finding moments and spaces to be with yourself and to be with others in that not knowing. I pray that you are listening for new possibilities and then sharing them as they emerge. And I pray that together we will receive and be and become this new church that we long for. Many blessings, friends.